Okay, hello everyone. I don't know why I always like salute you. The top of my face may be a little cut off, or the bottom or whatever, but it's just easiest for me to start this way. Anyway, the point of the video today is that I'm going to do a first impression on Kaleidos makeup. I have the 3 Futurism palettes here, and I think today I'm going to use the Futurism 3 Astro-Pink palette, which looks like this. Hopefully you guys can see it, but it's just a really, really beautiful palette, and I'm drawn to all 3, but I really, really want to play with this blue shade. So we're going to use this palette, and I also have the Futurism 2 Cyber Bronze, which looks like this. I'll just show you all of them. And the Futurism 1, this is the green. Looks like that. These are probably the most beautiful palettes that I've ever seen in my entire life. They're so beautiful. Like, just like words can't even describe how beautiful this packaging is and these palettes are. And I'm so excited because I've heard amazing things about Kaleidos' quality, and I thought about doing a review on them, which I may still do, but I was like, it's easiest honestly for me to just film the first impressions and get this video up because I'm struggling with my schedule and filming. I'm not even gonna promise that I'm going to upload more because who knows what my schedule will be like. But anyway, long story short, first impressions are fun to watch, I think, and also they're easiest for me to film. So this brings us to today. Okay, these brushes that I'm going to use are a little stained, but I promise you I brushed them off. They're mostly clean. Anyway, I'm going to do a pretty like simplistic look just to try these shadows out, but I think I'm going to use the blue on my lid. That's my plan. I'm going to start off with this light pink shade right at the end. I have the like little sheet thing here, but I don't know which way it goes. I think it's the shade Lunar, but there's no way for me to be sure about that. And I'm just gonna put that in my transition crease area. I have swatched these palettes, but I haven't actually like used them on my eyes yet, but I have high expectations. So far, that blended out so nicely. Okay, next I'm going to take the second lightest shade in the palette, right next to the light one that I just used. And I'm going to put that in my crease again, just building up the depth a little bit. And I'm also going to put that in my outer corner. And like I said before, this brush is a little bit stained, but I did wipe it off, so don't be alarmed. Normally at this step in my makeup, I would go in with a totally clean brush and blend everything out, but I genuinely don't feel like I need to do that. These shadows are blending so beautifully. And now I'm going to take this purpley shade right here, it's a little bit deeper, and just build that up in my crease as well. Now I'm just going to go in with the brush that I used the mid-tone shade for, and I'm not taking any additional product, but I'm just blending the shadows, the edges of the shadows out. I do this all the time, so if you've been watching any of my recent videos, this step won't come as a surprise to you. I feel like this is like the most important step in getting your eyeshadow to blend well, is just blending between each eyeshadow shade that you put down. This is not relevant to the video, but I just thought I would mention it. I'm just gonna cut my crease, and then I'm gonna put the blue shade in the palette on top of where I cut my crease. So I'll be right back. Okay, so now that I've cut my crease, I'm just gonna go in with a medium tone shade and just kind of redefine around where I cut my crease. Sometimes I feel like I lose a little bit of that intensity. Again, just go in with the purple shade, kind of blend all of this, and then okay, we'll blend the other edges after I put this blue shade on. So I'm just gonna take a flat eyeshadow brush. I'm so excited. The shimmers are so nice. I swatched them and I almost like just puked everywhere because they're so beautiful. So I'm gonna go in with this dry. I actually don't have any setting spray or water or anything near me right now, so that's what we're gonna do. Normally I always wet my shimmer shades, but here we go. For a shimmer shadow that's not wet, this is like insane. And it has, I feel like it has a little bit of a duochrome to it, like a purple blue shift, because in the pen when you look at it, it looks just like blue. But now that I have it like sitting, the palette sitting flat on my table, it looks like a deep purple, which is really interesting. Oh my god, you don't even need to wet this. This is so beautiful. Wow. I'm like actually blown away. I feel like you don't need to do this, but I'm going to put this, are you kidding? You probably can't see that, but it's so intense. Yeah, no, this definitely has a duochrome to it. It's like a blue to purple duochrome. That's so pretty. And I'm just gonna tap this on with my finger. Oh my god, you guys. This is insane. This is insane. This is probably one of the best eyeshadow formulas I've ever used. What the hell? What the hell? The type of metallic that has like, it's not just like a straight metallic, it has like a little bit of like shimmer to it. And I find that that makes like metallic or shimmer shades just so dimensional and sparkly, and it just makes them a little bit more special than your average just like straight foiled metallic. Not that that's bad, but I like it when metallics have that extra added like slight sparkle to them. Anyway, I'm going to try to blend this in using the mid-tone shade that we used, just to blend it a little bit so there's not just like one harsh line. And then I'm going to take a bit of the deeper purple as well. And maybe I'll just take a little bit of the blue, blend it in. Perfect. I'm going to go with a light tap of the very, very lightest shade that we initially used and put this just around the edges, just to give it one final blend. Okay, so for my lower lash line, I'm again just going to take the mid-toned shade that we used and blend it along my lash line. I'm then going to take a little bit of a smaller brush, go in with the deep purple shade, and then put that along my lower lash line as well, a little bit closer. And for me, I'm sure if you've watched any of my videos before, you know, but I love a smoked out lower lash line, and I find I'm just going in with a little bit of the lightest shade. I find that's, again, as the same as doing your top lid eyeshadow. It's all about just like blending and building up the color slowly. And for my inner corner, I'm going to take this middle light purple, metallic light purple shade. I don't know why I just totally blanked on how to describe that, and I'm gonna put that in my inner corner. It might be a little bit too dark, but for the sake of testing out the palette and trying out as many shades as I can, actually I think I'll have tried every shade by the end of this video, which is exciting. Oh my god, are you actually joking me? Ugh, wow. Wow. Like, maybe a little bit darker than I normally go for, but like I'm not even mad at it because it's so beautiful. So I'm going to put liner on, and then we're going to use the black, and then I'm going to put lashes on, and I'll be right back. Okay, so normally I do this off camera, but I wanted to demo this black. So I'm going to take this black shade right here. It does have a little bit of sparkle to it, but I feel like for what I intend to use it for, it's going to be totally fine. So I'm just going to take a very light amount because I feel like it's going to be quite pigmented, and I'm just going to put it right kind of on the edge of the wing of my liner, right in the outer corner of my eye. I pretty much do this with every look I do because I feel like a fucking broken record, but because I have hooded eyes, I like to add a little bit of more depth to my looks. So I like to add a little bit of black to just sink in the like outer crease of my eye, in a sense. Anyway, this is quite pigmented for sure. And I'm going to take the fluffy side of the brush I used for my lower lash line and just blend out the edges of that black. Oh my god, that blended out like nothing. Ugh. Okay, I'm going to leave you again. I'm going to put lashes on, and I will be back because we have one other product to try out. Okay, so lashes are on, and I am absolutely obsessed with how this look turned out. I think it's amazing, and I love it, and I'm so obsessed with this brand, and I cannot wait to play with the other two palettes. Anywho, I have one more product to show you, or to try out, test out, first impression, and it is their highlighter. This is in the shade, I think it's called the Space Age highlighter in the shade Star Surfer. And first of all, the packaging is adorable. Normally I am not a fan of like bulky box packaging. I actually quite detest it, but I think these are really cute because they're like tins. Full disclosure, I should grab it, one second. Full disclosure, I do have another highlighter by them in the shade Ray Rider, and this is like a champagne light gold shade, and I have used this because I couldn't wait, and I really have been enjoying this so far. It's not like a super intense highlighter, it's more of a natural glow type deal, which I do like on occasion, but I haven't used this shade. So technically, this is a first impressions on this shade, and this is just a light pink shade, which works well with what we have on our eyes today. So I'm just gonna use Morphe M510. This is pretty much what I use for all my highlighters that aren't creams. And let's just go for it. Tap off the excess, and I do find that these are quite powdery. You probably won't be able to see this, but I don't know if it's just this brush, but it does kick up a little bit of product. Ooh, this is really pretty. The other highlighter is a lot like more neutral. This is a light pink, but you can definitely tell that it's has a like strong pink. I want to say strong pink shine, but like it has a strong like pink tone to it, which I do really like. Oh, it's really pretty. Like I said, it's not like a super metallic in your face like obnoxious glow, which sometimes I like. Sometimes, you know, you want to go for something a little more understated, like a pink highlighter. I do think this is really pretty though. Okay. And then I'm going to put a little bit of that right above my brow bone, or right above my eyebrow. And I'm going to put, using my finger, I'm just going to put this down the bridge of my nose. But not the tip of my nose. On my Cupid's bow. And I'm going to quickly wipe off the brush that I used for my inner corner. I'm going to pop a tiny bit of this on my brow bone. Perfect. One thing I will say that I noticed is that I do have a little bit of glitter fallout from the blue shade. It's not bad. I can just wipe it away, but I just thought I'd mention it. I noticed that when I was doing my lashes. And while we're here, I thought I would just also do some blush. This is the Butter Blush, Physicians Formula Butter Blush in the shade Rosy Pink. It's like a light purpley lilac pink shade. First, I'm going to line my lips using the ColourPop Lippy Pencil in the shade BFF1. And then I'm going to take the Nude Sticks Lip and Cheek Pencil in the shade Whisper. Hopefully you're at a good distance. I actually can't see the back lens of my camera right now, so we're just hoping and praying that it works out. Okay, so just quickly to round up my final thoughts. I'm so impressed and I'm so happy. I think this is so nice. It's so beautiful. This is such a, I don't know how to do this without like absolutely blinding you, but this is such a good palette. I'm so impressed. I had not a single issue with any shade. The metallics are so bright and super vibrant. You don't even have to wet them. The mattes, pigmented, blends really easily, no patchiness, little to no fallout. I did have a little bit of fallout with the blue shade that I used on my lid, but I think you'd be fine if you used a glitter glue or your fingers or if you wet it. And it brushed away easily. It was pretty much a non-issue. I'm super excited to play around with the bronze palette and the green palette. I think there are such unique color stories that work quite well. And I just, the quality of this is absolutely unbeatable. I do notice that these are a little bit lighter in tone in shades. Also on my like initial use and reaction to the palette, so I wonder how they would work on deeper skin tones. If you have deeper skin tones, I would be really interested in knowing whether or not they work for you, or if they're too light, or etc. In terms of the highlighters, so this is the one I used today in the shade Star Surfer, and then I also have the shade Ray Rider, which I've used before. I actually quite like these highlighters. They're not, like I said, super intense or metallic. They're a little bit more subtle, like more glowy. I think the pull of these and the uniqueness of these, number one, is the packaging. They really hit it out of the park with the packaging, as well as the tones. I know that these are the two kind of most wearable shades, but they do have shades that are like more duochrome like. They have like a blue one and a pink that's like a lot more intense, and they even have like a green bronze one that would work really beautifully for deeper skin tones. So I think that's kind of where the allure for these highlighters is, and the pull for them is, in the sense that they're unique colorways and kind of a unique idea, and I really enjoy these. And I would be interested in picking up more shades. I just would have to think about it, because I mean, nothing about my makeup style or look is natural, but I don't know why I have reservations about wearing a blue highlighter. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. I think that's all I have to say. I hope the lighting in this video is better. I've been really struggling with the lighting, but I think I've managed to pull off an okay lighting situation today. We'll see in the future, but yeah, that's all I have. Thank you for watching. I hope you continue to tune in, and hopefully the quality of my content just keeps improving. Anyway, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.